What part of the world are you in right now? Nashville, I'm assuming?
Yeah, Nashville.
Is that where you spent the bulk of the lockdown?
Yes, yeah.
You're originally from Indiana, is that right?
Yeah.
So have you been all alone during this period?
I've gone and visited my mom. She's in South Carolina and my dad still's in Indiana. So I've seen both of them throughout it a little bit.
It's been tough. How you holding up?
I've been all right, like I feel like I'm pretty good just alone usually, so it hasn't been too bad.
So let's talk about you. How did you get your start in singing and songwriting? I think I read your mom gave you a guitar when you were like 11.
Yeah, around that age. I started like I always loved to sing when I was younger, a little bit, like just would sing with my friends. And then my mom got me a guitar for Christmas one year. I can't remember if I asked for it or if she just got it for me because at the time I was doing gymnastics and I was like really dedicated to that. And then I quit. And then I think she like wanted me to get into something else. So
Did you teach yourself?
I took a few guitar lessons and I kind of learned chords that way. And then I just kind of went from there.
Which is tougher on your hands, gymnastics or playing guitar? Because guitar hurts. I played string bass in high school and college, and that hurts.
It does, yeah. Gymnastics though, like you get rips like on your palms or your whatever you call it, like calluses.
What was your sport?
My sport, like
Your particular activity. What I'm not sure how you phrase it in gymnastics. What did you
oh,
specialize
oh,
in?
I don't know. I kind of was like equally okay at all of them. I wasn't that great at it, but I played soccer though, like throughout
What
my whole childhood though. That was more of a thing for me.
total jock.
Totally, yeah.
Speaking of soccer, this is totally off the subject. Have you seen the sitcom Ted Lasso?
No.
Jason Sudeikis. Put that on your must-watch list. I think it's on either Netflix or Amazon Prime. But it's all about soccer.
Okay, will do.
Back to the music, where we're here to talk about. What role, Sarah, would you say that TikTok has played in your success?
Um, Man, it's played a pretty big role in like getting it in front of people and getting it in front of people who can relate to what I'm saying for sure. It's kind of was the first platform that allowed my original music to get in front of people.
So you went from playing in your bedroom when you were 11, and I think I read you did some busking. You actually went out and opened up your guitar case. That has got to be so hard for an artist. I mean, talk about vulnerable and raw.
Yeah, I honestly I love busking still. Like I saw somebody when I was younger just playing on the street and I was like, I want to try that, And I mean, at the time I was, yeah, like 12. So I was like, didn't have any other way to make money. And I was like, that'd be cool to start making money when I'm 12.
And what good experience, because later in your career, there's nothing anybody could ever say to you on stage that's going to hurt your feelings after you've done that.
Right. Yeah. I think that I liked busking because when people are walking by, they're not expecting you to be there. So it's not like if somebody doesn't look at you, doesn't hurt your feelings. But if you're playing a show where people are there to see you and they're not watching you, I feel like that hurt your feelings more.
Good point. Sir, at what point did you realize, hey, I think I could make a career? I think I can make some money doing this permanently?
Oh man, probably when I released No Matter the Season and I realized, how many people were relating to it and listening to it. That was the first time I kind of felt like a lot of people were hearing my songs.
Let's talk about your huge hit, Remember That Night. Take us back to the evening that inspired the song.
Yeah, I had gotten a text from somebody who I went through a breakup with a few months prior, and he was just asking me, hey, remember when we did this together? And I mean, I just kind of inspired me to start writing it that night, like instead of responding to him kind of. and I started writing it that night and then we recorded it like 2 days later and then released it 5 days after that.
Such a beautiful song. We get so much response here at 101 on Kink anytime I play it. And you recorded a video. Was this your first music video?
Yeah.
Now the song's about 3.5 minutes long. How long does it take to make a music video?
Well, this one, we went around for 2 or 3 days just to a few different locations and just took a bunch of performance type of shots. And we were just kind of trying to get like really pretty locations. And
it suits the song perfectly. Sometimes the video I don't feel like necessarily goes along with the song. It just totally captures the feeling of the song.
Sweet. That's great. Love that.
Now you're emotionally vulnerable in many, if not all of your songs. Is that a difficult thing for you as an artist to do, to just open up and here I am?
Yeah, it is. I think it gets easier and easier like with every song just because I know that now I have an audience of people who can relate to these things. At first, when I released No Matter the Season, that was kind of my first time really opening up about body image in a song. And I was definitely nervous to release that because I knew my family would hear it and like my friends. And I'm like, I don't want to make anybody feel bad. I hope that, nobody feels bad about this. But then I got lucky because it just immediately reached people who could relate.
So when you write a song, is it in your mind that you want to write a song that someone can relate to, or is it just more of a cathartic process? You're just writing what you need to write, what you need to get out.
Yeah, it's more so like what I'm going through. And I think I don't realize how many other people are also going through it necessarily when I'm writing it until I release it. And I'm like, okay, wow.
Now, I think as difficult as the last 12 months has been for everybody, I feel like for creative types like you, a songwriter, maybe has the forced lockdown been good for your creative juices to flow?
Um, Maybe a little bit because I usually write alone anyway. And if anything, I guess it just has given me more time to do that because I'm not going out. But I mean, I didn't go out that much before, but yeah, it's been pretty the same as it was before for me. But
Yeah, interesting. Before I
yeah,
let you go, Sara, and thank you for taking the time, by the way, you're a delight. I
of course.
read in a recent interview of yours, and I don't know if you were just joking or not, but they asked you kind of a lame interview question, that's something that people don't know about you. You said, I really love croutons. Now, is that true? Because if it is, you and I could be best friends.
Yes, I do love croutons. Like I eat them as a snack.
Me
Kind
too.
of, yeah, just like instead of chips, it's just I love them.
Well, now that we've covered all the big topics, thank you so much. Your debut EP, Camera Shy, is out now. We love you. Thank you, Sara. Stay safe.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
You bet. Take care.